welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. The links are in the description. Let's get on with the show. Thales of Miletus, the first natural scientist and analytical philosopher in Western intellectual history. Credited as the first philosopher of ancient Greece, and therefore the founder of Western philosophy, Thales hailed from the Ionian seaport of Miletus, now in modern Turkey. Miletus was a major centre of development for both science and philosophy in ancient Greece. Thales, probably born somewhere around 620 BC, is mainly remembered as the pre-Socratic philosopher who claimed that the fundamental nature of the world is water. Aristotle mentions him, as does Herodotus, and these are really our only accounts of Thales' background. However, his significance as a philosopher is not so much what he said, but his method. Thales was the first thinker to try and account for the nature of the world without appealing to the wills and whims of anthropomorphic Homerian gods. Rather, he sought to explain the many diverse phenomena he observed by appealing to a common underlying principle, an idea that's still germane to modern scientific method. He is also credited by Herodotus with correctly predicting that there would be a solar eclipse in 585 BC during a battle between the Medes and the Lydians. As such, Thales can with some justification be thought of as the first natural scientist and analytical philosopher in Western intellectual history. Thales had other modern traits, for it also seems that he was something of an entrepreneur. According to one story, Thales made a fortune investing in oil presses before a heavy olive crop. Certainly, he would have had to have been wealthy in order to devote time and thought to philosophy and science in 7th century BC ancient Greece. According to his metaphysics, water was the first principle of his life and the material world. Seeing that water could turn into both vapour by evaporation and a solid by freezing, that all life required and was supported by moisture, he postulated that it was the single causal principle behind the natural world. In a crude anticipation of modern plate tectonics, Thales professed that the flat earth floated on water. Aristotle tells us that Thales thought the earth had a buoyancy much like wood, and that the earth floated on water much like a log or a ship. Indeed, many floating islands were said to be known to the seafarers of Miletus, which may have served as either models or evidence for Thales' theory. He even accounted for earthquakes as being due to the rocking of the earth by subterranean waves, just as a ship may be rocked at sea. From the port of Miletus, he would have been familiar with the phenomenon of sedimentation, possibly believing it to be the spontaneous generation of earth from water, an idea held as recently as the 18th century. Having sought to give a naturalistic explanation of observable phenomena, rather than appealing to the wills of the gods, Thales claimed that God is in all things. According to Aetius, Thales said the mind of the world is God, that God is intermingled in all things, a view that would shortly appear contemporaneously in a number of world religions, most notably Buddhism in India. Despite his metaphysical speculations being clearly mistaken, it seems that Thales was a modern thinker in more ways than one, preempting many ideas in religion, philosophy and science.